What is up, everyone? It is LeSaltyOnion. We are not playing games today. I wasn't artistically productive, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to work on some art. It seems like you guys have been liking these as of lately as well, so I figured why not? Plus, I kind of miss drawing, I'm not going to lie. For some reason, today specifically, I was like, dude, I miss this so much. So it's not like I don't draw pretty much every day at this point, but it's more of like I guess I just didn't draw enough to feed that. So yeah, I hope you guys are liking the art streams. I would like to keep them around for days that I feel like I want to be productive. I know in previous times these were daytime streams, but I really like doing them at night. It feels more organic and less like a job. By the way, guys, streams this weekend may or may not happen. Just kind of depends how I feel. I do have a 3-day event that I will be participating in starting tomorrow. It's not a convention, it's an event. So it'll be a little lighter, but it does require tear down and set up each and every day. Hey, what's up, Julian? How you doing, dude? What's up? But yeah, I'm really enjoying doing art streams at night. I think art streams at night are just a really solid filler for whenever I just feel like I have that productive bug in me and I should continue. Nice! So the music fits because it's like Legend of Zelda music. Very cool, very cool. Sorry if you guys hear my printer in the background. It's it's preparing me for this weekend. Me liking. What is going on? Let me go see my dog real quick. I think she's doing stuff she's not supposed to be.
Your podcast will continue after a calming message from Natural Vitality by Grammy Award-winning artist, Lil Jon.
Hey, it's Lil Jon here. Let's take a moment to calm your mind with Natural Vitality. Yeah! We'll start with some calm magnesium. And now let's breathe. NaturalVitality.com.
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. My doggo had to go potty. Which I'm glad I caught her, because she would have done some dumb stuff if she didn't. Cool. What the heck? I'm trying to reconnect my iPad real quick. Awesome. All right, let's get back to it. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. My dog randomly wanted to go out the second I started. So for those of you that don't know, I am working on art for September Sticker Club. It's going to be Studio Ghibli and Pokemon themed, which I'm very excited about. I really like this theme a lot. Sorry, my camera's here, not normally up where it is. I personally am very excited for this theme. I normally do Studio Ghibli and Pokemon collabs more than I just do one versus the other. I think they're both very fitting franchises to do collab work on, so it's just a lot of fun. I was gonna play some solo Project Zomboid today, and I was like, I have the itch to draw. So I was like, since I have that itch to draw, I should just do it. Especially since I won't be drawing at all this weekend. Which really sucks. That's always like the worst feeling in the world. Whenever I have like the itch to draw and I just can't. Hey, what's up, Eric? How you doing? Thank you for the like. Oh, I never finished that little ducky over there. That's okay. That works. I'll take that. Let me know if like audio is too loud or anything like that. I really can't hear the audio. I have the music like turned down really low so I could just kind of enjoy the art process. I'm not one to listen to music whenever I draw, 9 times out of 10. I really just enjoy the art process and listening to a podcast or something whenever I'm drawing. So it's a lot of me rambling on when I do stuff like this. For the lives, at least. Cool. Yeah. You good, dog? Yeah. So, I also did a thing. I updated my my Botrix to do the same thing that my husband Daniel's Botrix does if you've been on his streams. It started doing a point system and a ranking system. So like my top chatters, I'll know my top chatters, and same thing goes with the point system. That point system gets you like eventually I'm gonna have like a little like store and stuff that you could redeem your points at. So like you could like jump scare me and stuff like that. I'm easily jump scared anyway, but I'm gonna start implementing that as well. And with me implementing that, that means you guys need a chat in order to get your points. But yeah, so the chats are already the points are already live. You guys could chat all you want and start accumulating those points, and then I'll set up the store accordingly. I've been wanting to set it up, and I asked Daniel how to do it, and he was like, I barely know how to do it. And I'm like, dope. I don't know what I'm doing. So I was just kind of messing with it right before stream because I was debating. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was debating if I was gonna go live right now because I really wanted to do art, and I was like, I don't need to go live. I'm just gonna do art. And then I was like, yeah, I should do an art stream. So that's why we're doing an art stream. But yeah, like, I was debating on setting that up. I have to... All my sticker club stuff for the month of August is done. Now it's just about me sending it out to my manufacturer, because I no longer print my stickers in-house. I just simply do not have the time. And once I send it out to my manufacturer and they print it and get it back to me, they'll ship out to my wonderful, wonderful members. Points! We love points! Yeah! So, the more you chat, eventually you'll get like a ranking as well, where you'll see, hey, you know, like for example, Julian, you will be like ranked to level 1 after you chat an X amount. It's looking pretty solid. Ooh, that is too chunky. But yeah, so that is something that will be progressively changing and we'll be adding to. Because obviously you have to add the sounds and the emotes, or the sounds and the gifts and whatever I ended up doing with it. Versus just like, hey, here you go. But you guys can start ranking up the points now. And the ranking also lets me know who's my top chatter, like we used to do. I used to do a top chatter of the night back in The olden days when I used to just stream all the time and I didn't have any sort of sleep because of it. Man, sleep is so nice. Sorry, I'm a person that really likes sleep. I have a very good relationship with sleep. Not because I sleep a healthy amount, but because I love sleep so much. But I don't like this other eye. It's too circular compared to the other one. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here and make this eye the way that I want it. Dude, I had the wildest dream last night. I know it was wild because I remember it being wild, but I don't remember specifics. I just remember going into like a public restroom, and in that public restroom it became like a death chamber, and that's all I remember. What are you eating? Well, whatever it is, it's gone now. Nothing beats a good nap. Dude, I love naps where you like wake up and don't know what freaking year it is. Best. That's how you know you slept. Amazing. Those are some of my favorite sleeps. Waking up and not knowing where the F I'm at. And what year it is. Cool. I love when you wake up and question what year it is. Right, and if it was a dream or not. Dude, I don't dream very often anymore. I have more nightmares than I do have dreams. So when I do dream, it feels very nice. Like, very, very nice. I don't know why, out of nowhere, I just started, like, having more nightmares, so... Okay, cool. What did my friend send my... Oh. Alright. So do you guys, to the 4 concurrent viewers that I have here, do you guys genuinely enjoy these? Because I know the first time we did it, we had a pretty solid turnout, and everything ever since then just kind of dwindled. I don't know if it was maybe like the hype, or it was just kind of like, well, I'm doing other things, which is totally acceptable as well. I'm just genuinely trying to gauge this because I like being productive and being able to do art every now and then on a stream is kind of nice. I know I've done it like 3 times in a week, but I haven't been that productive this week with art otherwise, if I'm to be honest, and I get the itch to draw at night. You know how everyone says, like, artists and scientists are the only ones that are awake at these times? Well, it's true. Dude, you're good. If you guys like art streams, I've been debating on doing less of these, but more of them at the same time, if that makes sense. Because I've done 3 this week, and since I did 3 this week, I was like, it's kind of a lot. But I've been having like that productive bug to like just do art at night, because that's whenever I organically normally do art. During the daytime, I like just sketch, and at nighttime, I finish out the art piece. Hey, what's up, Steven? How you doing, dude? Am I seeing you this weekend? I do like art streams. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. YouTube doesn't even send out the notifications in Discord anymore, which is like wild. Sorry guys, I got an ad. I don't have YouTube Premium. They should just give it to me, you know? Cool. Alright. I'm trying to wait for this ad to finish up so I could like switch it back. Before anyone gets butthurt and says that I traced. It's my own art piece. Okay? We're redoing it. That's kind of the reason why I really like this art piece, and it just didn't age well because I've changed my style ever since. So your girl wanted to update it just a little bit and make it nice and pretty and all that shebang. Probably not. What a loser. No, I'm joking. Alright. Let's start with the duckies, I guess. I think those would be pretty easy to fill in. Okay. And then we'll... I don't know if I like that one. Looking back at it. No. We're gonna color change that to a more bright and pop. Dude! I got really hyped right now. So remember the other night we were literally talking about the Sims games, and I was like, I get super stressed out during playing like Sims. They're making the cozy game, the My Sims. I saw the indie thing, and I was like, bro, I'm so hyped for that because I genuinely liked My Sims, and we were just talking about that. So I was like ridiculously hyped to see that. So we'll probably be streaming a lot of My Sims when it comes out in November. Sorry if that was too much energy in a small spurt. I got really hyped. I really like My Sims. Sorry. Oh man. The amount of hype was funny. I'm so sorry. For a game that like is just being ported over. I don't think they're remastering it. I think they're just porting it too. And I'm just like, dude, I'll take it. I'll take it. My Sims was honestly so much fun though. I honestly loved it so much. And I think it doesn't get as much love as it should. Kind of like Cooking Mama does. I feel like Cooking Mama doesn't get as much love as it should. But honestly, like, Cooking Mama's goated as heck, though. So. But yeah, I was watching the Nindy thing. And so, fun fact, I actually played Peglin at DreamHack while I was there in May. Yeah, in May. I got the opportunity to play it for a little bit. Lots of fun. I might play that as well whenever it comes out, but probably not on the Switch. What else? So Peglin. There was something else I was kind of hyped for. Oh, the Castlevania collection. I'll probably play that as well. I really am excited for that. There was one more thing. I forgot exactly what it was, but I was excited for one more game, and I was like, dude, I can't wait. I'll fix that later. What else? It was another indie, obviously, but I'm trying to remember what freaking game it was. But I was like, oh, I want to play that. I'll have to like go back and look. Oh, Metal Slug Tactics was one that it was what I was hyped for. Metal Slug Tactics. If you don't know, I really love TRPGs. I mean, like, I really love TRPGs. So, your girl was very excited for another TRPG. I still want to play Advanced Tanks, too. I have a lot on my I want to play list, and I just haven't played, obviously. Cool. We're gonna give him his little, like, 5 o'clock shadow, because that's just kind of cute. Oh no, I missed a chunk of his skin. I'll fix it. It's not a big deal. I already talked about this weekend's events and how that may vary. I'm trying to think of other things to kind of give you guys updates. Oh, I dropped a new shirt on the website. If you guys like evolutions, go check out LeSaltyOnion.com. We got a new shirt out. Dude, Metal Slug is so good. I didn't realize there was still a fan base for that game, and I was like, did I just age myself? There was something else that I would... I'm trying to remember. I feel like I low-key am forgetting something else that I really wanted to play too, but it was more like a personal thing that I wanted to play versus a streaming thing. Like, I totally want to stream Metal Slugs, and I totally want to stream My Sims, and the Castlevania I want to stream as well. I have so much I want to stream, and I just don't. I still want to beat Elden Ring, but I don't know if there's an interest in Elden Ring anymore. Like, I feel like Elden Ring's time has kind of come and went for me, personally. So I think I'm going to continue playing Elden Ring just on my free time. I'm not going to lie. Man. I still need to beat the DLC. You and I both, dude. You and I both. I'm still lost. I'm still freaking lost. Oh man, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pull up Botrix because I'm curious to see if it's reading your stuff, your points and rankings and all that. You're like 3-4 bosses from the bend. The bend? You mean the end? Loser. No, I'm joking. Hey! Julian's at level 1. Let's go. Okay, cool. So, I have to implement some sort of system for you guys to check your points. But I do have a point system now, officially. And you have, Julian, 15 points. Because you're chatting. And you're level 1. You're my first level 1 chatter. Look at you. Oh, okay. You're like 3. So, you're progressed farther than I am, if I'm not mistaken at this point. I don't know. I haven't even beat Mesmer. Yeah, I feel like you're significantly farther than I am at this point. Which is fine. I'm just like... Yeah, look at you being a level 1 and stuff. You're my first level 1. Let's go. You with all your 15 points being cool. Alright. So we got that. Now we can do this. Add my little gradients in where I like them. That's really big. That's a really big bloom. I don't know if I like that. Yeah, no, I don't like that. I like how this chicken, this little chick specifically, looks like he's balding. And the big dragon, whose name escapes me right now. Bale, right? Bale? I haven't beat him yet. So. Curse you, Bale! That's what I remember the memes. Pretty sure it's Bale. But I haven't even beat him either, so. That punk. Yeah, I'm behind. Everyone's like already new game plussing the DLC, and I'm over here like, that's cool, man. I'm not even done. I'm not ready. Like, zoink, Scoob. What's the point of being an Elden Lord? I can't do that right now. My voice is too not prepped for me to do Shaggy's voice. It's like one of the few voices I could do pretty spot on too. I can't do much, but I could do that. I have this friend. We were boothed up next to one another at a convention, and her significant other started talking like Shaggy, and I responded in Scooby's voice, and it was like the greatest moment of the whole convention. We were all dying on the floor. Not literally, but we were all dying. It was hilarious. And they're like, that's pretty good. And I'm like, don't inflate the ego I don't have. There's very few characters I could do very well. And ironically, one of them is Muscle Man. I could do Muscle Man pretty solid. Who else? There's someone else. So I could do Shaggy pretty okay. I could do Scoob every now and then I could do Muscle Man pretty solid. But there's one character that I could do pretty solid too, and I don't remember who they are right now off the top of my head. Give me 1 second. What is that character, man? I legitimately... Oh, yuck? I can't do Goofy. I just am Goofy, okay? Chill. What is that character? There's a character, and I do it all the time too. It's gonna like bother me until I remember, and I'm just gonna do it randomly. And I'm like, oh, that's the character. Oh, you could do Goofy. You could do Scooby, okay, Mickey Mouse, pretty good, and Goofy. Oh. Fancy. Should do like a voice, whatchamacallit, a, voice actor segment on my, on my channel. It's funny, because, after doing what I do, I see and I meet a lot of voice actors, right? Which is it's a very cool perk. It's a very, very cool perk of the job. But I don't really go to panels, and this is the reason why. Like, it's always the same questions. Like, how do I get into it? How do I start? Where do I even begin to look? Like, it's always the same kind of questions, which isn't a problem. Like, being a voice actor is a really cool job. But I always feel kind of just like, just jump into it, man. Like, there's no right way to start that. Does that make sense? As someone who does art for a living, there's no right way to jump into art. And I feel the same way about voice acting. Like, there's no right way. You just nosedive into it and learn as you go. And I'm a firm believer on that. Like, you don't need to be good to start. Does that make sense? Like, you don't need to be good to start your art journey or your voice acting journey, because you're gonna grow regardless. Like, I look at my art from whenever I started back in 2018, it was garbage. I look at my art now that I've kind of, I guess, found my style, and I'm like, it's not bad, it's just not what I'm currently doing, and like, it's just growth. And people don't understand that, like, these industries require you to jump into it and just grow, and that's okay. I think that's the coolest part about doing this kind of stuff. Sorry, I went on a little tangent there. Yeah, exactly. To be a good boxer, you gotta box. And that's true. There's a lot of communities that will say, nah, you just need to jump into it. You need to be good at it before you could start. And I'm not a firm believer on that. Like, I look at my Instagram and I'm like, should I start deleting my old art? And I'm like, no, I won't. Because it humbles me to realize, wow, this is where I started and this is where I'm at, you know? I don't think many people have that opportunity to see stuff like that in their industry. I feel like I'm spoiled in a way with that. Most people can't look at, except for like, well, I guess most people can. It's just more of taking the step back. But if you're working things like finances, it's not one of those things where you could take a step back and be like, wow, I've really grown as, like, I don't know, an accountant. Like, yeah, you probably did. You're probably getting more for your clients, but like, that's a harder thing to step back to and be like, wow, I've grown a lot as an individual. Does that make sense? Sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. And this is coming from someone who did finance, by the way. So that's why I'm like, I could kind of talk smack about finance. That was my last job before I came to LeSaltyOnion full-time. It was a terrifying time for me to come to this full-time after just having a baby, but it was honestly the only way I would have done it. Whenever I was let go, it was like the best day of my freaking life. No, that makes sense. Cool. So I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. I find a lot of enjoyment in watching people grow. And that's not something that I feel that many could say. I see my art friends growing either their accounts or their followings or them as an individual or them as a business, and I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, this is awesome. I'm so proud of you. I wish I had someone to like watch me grow. In a way, I did have one singular art friend like back in the day that started whenever I first started LeSaltyOnion that has watched me grow ever since. And I'm very fortunate now to have a ton of friends that watch me grow, but there's very few times where I'm like, remember whenever I started? And they're like, yeah, I sure do. I'm like, why did we become friends? My art sucked. And they're like, you were growing. You were you. And that's the best part about art or whatever you're doing, is you're being you and you're growing that first. No, you're still crazy, but I get it. Glad I could help. Watching your friends grow is so inspirational. It's fun. Yeah, see, like, I love that shit. Like, there's people who out there that are like wishing ill on your successes, and I'm like, no, don't do that, man. That's not right. I'm here to like watch everyone grow, and I'm always in their corner, and I'm like, you're doing great, son. I believe in you. And there is always people that like wish for your demise and like your downfall, and I'm just like, I'm not one of those people. I love seeing the success. I want to hear about the success. Oh, you didn't do too hot at this? That's okay. You got next time. You know, like, I don't know. I'm just like so. I'm Barto from One Piece. If you guys get that reference, like I'm literally Bartolomeo from One Piece, where I'm just like, I'm the hype. I'm just like, I'm so excited for you. I'm rooting in your corner. I have like your #1 fan like set up. That's me. That's just how I've always been, I feel. If you guys get the reference, you're cool. I think my least favorite thing to do is like hear discouragement, because I mean, even I myself get discouraged at times, don't get me wrong, but like hearing the discouragement and like my friends like, oh, I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that, I'm like, sometimes you gotta take a leap of faith, man. I've played enough Assassin's Creed, just gotta take a leap. It might not be a banger, but you might open up another opportunity for a banger, if that makes sense. Cool. And I wish that's something more people would understand. You have... I always tell everyone, and I learned this from... I don't want to take any credit for this. I heard this in a Markiplier interview. And it's stuck with me ever since I've heard it. He was doing a panel, ironically enough. He was doing a panel at, I don't know what convention. But he was doing a panel. And he goes... Don't ever feel silly for being the dumbest person in the room. It just means you have the most opportunity to learn. And that really resonated with me. And I'm like, hold on, you're onto something. Because that's literally how I have felt my entire life, and I just never knew how to express that. I love that quote so much. Like, I really do genuinely, like, that was the aha moment for me. I was like, someone gets it. Alright, we're gonna fill in their little eyeballs. And then we'll go straight into Psyduck. Oops. But yeah, that's like one of my favorite things I have ever heard. And I don't think there has been a quote that I have heard that really matches it. I guess the two quotes that have the same energy but are executed differently is also like Jake from Adventure Time, where he's like, sucking at something is like the first step of being sort of kind of good at something. And that like didn't resonate with me as hard. But it's the same quote, like basically the same quote with or different quote with the same energy. And I'm like, I wish more people understood that. I really do. I feel like we would be happier as small business individuals if we understood that more. Beaks. We gotta do the little beaks. The little beaks. I'd missed one. Cool. I'm flying with wings that grew from leaps of faith. And you see, like, most people don't get that. You just have to make the leap, man. Step 1, make the leap. Step 2, learn from your mistakes. Your mistakes are going to be made. That's inevitable. You make mistakes in your life. It's gonna happen. And it's not that big of a deal. Trust me, they're gonna stress you out. They're not that big of a deal. I get stressed out for a lot of things. And as of recently, I've just kind of like come to terms. I'm like, I'll be okay. We'll figure it out. Yeah. That's literally true. It's me, I'm the friend. But it's the truth, and you kind of feel it now. I'm sure you feel it now where you're like, wow, it wasn't that bad. Like at first it's terrifying. And you're like, oh man, am I gonna be able to eat my next meal? And then after you like eat the first meal, after taking that leap, you're like, I did it. I could do it again. And again and again. And that's the cool part. I'm still proud of you, man. Congratulations again. Cool. Oh, shucks. It's the truth, man. Taking the leaps suck. But it's what matters. Are you new to the channel? Make sure you drop a like and a sub. Thank you, Botrix. Appreciate it. I've been kind of rambling for the last 48 minutes, so it's nice that you remind me to do promotional things. Also, to do promotional things, I have a sticker club. You guys should check out the sticker club. Bam, you get stickers at a discounted rate. And they're all dishwasher safe and vehicle safe. If you sign up now, through the end of the month, so you got 2 days, 2 days and a couple hours, depending on what side of the world you're on. If you sign up today, or if you sign up before the end of the month, you'll get a $5 coupon to my website as well. As a huge thank you for supporting our sticker club for like the first time ever. We'll be doing more sticker club stuff. Right, I'm working on next month's theme already, which is the Studio Ghibli and Pokemon theme that I kind of am running with. Before you guys say I'm tracing, this is my design. I am just redoing it with my current style for next month's theme. Because I have grown a little bit as an artist. So I'd like that to reflect just a tad bit. I'm really enjoying redoing some of my personal favorites. And this one happens to be one of my personal favorite art pieces I did last year. So it's kind of fun to revisit and just do it all over again in a new format. Not a new format, but a new style. I feel like I finally found my style. And for those of you that don't know, I've been doing digital art for the past 2018, so that makes 6 years, right? 6 years of doing digital art, and I'm just finally feeling like I found what I like to do and how I like to do it. And yeah, you say 6 years is a lot of time to spend. Hey, what's up, Bobby? Hi, we're doing an art stream. And I'm just kind of rambling on about random stuff. But yeah, I feel like people who say 6 years is a lot to, like, not necessarily waste, but invest into basically growing, just don't understand the process. And that's okay. Let me know if audio's too loud. Bobby, guess what, man? I got things. 10,000 hours, you know. 10,000 hours in art? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so, I used to do these in the afternoon, like you said. However, I've kind of transitioned them to being more relaxed streams at night whenever I kind of don't feel like streaming anything. So, like, today I was debating on playing Elden Ring, and I was like, I kind of don't want to get my ass handed to me. Like, not gonna lie. I didn't feel like getting beat up or bullied. So, I told myself I had the itch. I had, like, the itch to draw, and I was like, ugh, I gotta draw. I haven't drawn in forever, which is kind of true. And, I finally was like, nah, screw it. I'm gonna do art. And I've done a couple art streams now at night. Since I want to say last week I started doing them, so I really enjoy art streams. I just know that not everyone does or can reach it. Like they come here for gaming, or they met me for the gaming stuff, and now I'm over here doing art. It's kind of weird. Is that how bright I want you? I do need you to stand out just a little bit. Oh, I didn't know that. That's really cool. I like that. Then yeah, I probably have spent like 10,000 hours on art, and I'm still not good at it. And I'll be the first one to say that. Don't care. Doesn't bother me any. Oh no. Oh, you know what? I need to come all the way down here and fix homeboy's little bald head. Cool. Now we could come up here and continue Psyduck. But yeah, Bobs, thank you for hopping in and saying hi. To all my lurkers, it says I have 5 of you here, and I only have Julian and Bobby in the chat. So thank you for lurking. Just put exclamation point lurk so I know you guys are there and having fun. Or if you're not having fun and you're just like, I'm just here, it'd be cool to know. Exclamation point lurk. Also, if anyone's ever curious on any of the Botrix commands, you can always check the description in the video, like down below or wherever it's at here. Yeah, down below somewhere. And it'll give you all the commands. We still have our OG ones like simp, greed, all those other ones, hi, lurk, all those cool ones. So that way if you want to use those old commands, you're more than welcome to. We also have a point system now for those of you just checking in. We do have a point system, like we used to do top chatter, and we also have a level system. So right now Julian is the only one doing, he's at level 1, currently the only one at level 1. He has 40 points. Keep in mind that points are also accumulated during watch time, not just chatting, but chatting gets you extra points, so that's kind of cool. We'll have some sort of point system in the future to like jump scare me and stuff like that. Your girl's got a faint heart, so like we can't be doing anything too crazy. But that way, you guys get some sort of rewards for chilling out with me. Is that too yellow? That might be too yellow for what I want it to be. We'll see right now, because I don't want him to stand out too much. I just want him to be like barely noticeable. Like people are like, ah, there's a Psyduck. I always love those reactions. Whenever I have the original one, this one up here, and I left my little confused Psyduck, everyone's like, oh, the chicks from Studio, da, 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 da. And they're like, is that Psyduck? And I'm like, that's Psyduck. And they're like, that's crazy. I love it. I'll take it. And I'm like, cool. Thanks for liking my art. Thanks. I get so hyped. I'm definitely a hype man. I'm just like, I love the hype of it all the time. And I love hyping my friends up too. I think that's more of the color I want to go for. A mute but subtle shade. You're muscle man to the core. You know who else likes Pokemon? No, my voice is fucked right now. I've been since, what was it, last week that I got sick. My voice has been just shot, bro. I was like losing my voice last week alone, and I was like, it sucks, because I literally just started streaming again. It's like the world hates me. And then my voice is still not there. Like normally I could do raspy voices just fine, and like right now I just felt it where it's like, you shouldn't do that, you need medicine again. Have you seen Sam, the voice actor for Muscle Man, Pops, and Benson, like do voice acting? He was at San Diego Comic-Con. There's a clip on YouTube somewhere. He was at San Diego Comic-Con, and he was doing a bit where someone asked, they're like, hey, can you make Benson, Muscle Man, and Pops all talk to each other in like the same scene, right? And like seeing him transform like on the spot in between characters is wild. That's like the core of what voice acting I've always thought looks like. And I think that's really cool. I don't have that video on hand, but if you guys are interested in looking it up, I highly recommend it. I'm pretty sure you can find it. Just put Muscle Man, Pops, and Benson's voice actor, San Diego Comic-Con. You'll find it. No doubt. But anyway, back to get, I guess, the random topics that we're talking about. I guess we could like non sequitur our way into... I don't know if I like how bright yellow he is. He stands out a little too much. Here, let me see. Brightness. I think I like that. We just lightened him just a tad bit. I like that. That's slightly lighter. And it's just like minimal increments lighter. And I like that a lot more. Give me 1 second. Sorry, business calls, guys. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, your girl's back. Sorry, had to take a quick break to check out some messages and stuff that were work related. Alright. Oh man, I gotta reconnect my iPad. It fell asleep. I gotta change the settings. I really hate it whenever it just turns off. Because your girl's always like, come on, dude. You guys gotta stay awake. I'm working here. Normally I have like my phone to like not fall asleep until like 10 minutes after it hasn't been like in use, and I need to do the same thing with my iPad. Awesome. It's reconnected and your girl is back. Cool. Oops, sorry, I just like slammed into my desk. Alright. Let's go ahead and close that out. Cool. Alright. So we got the ducks pretty much done. We have to finish Psyduck. What conversations would you guys like for me to talk about and give ideas or opinions on. This is your time. That's what I like about art streams. It allows me to actually talk to you guys and be able to interact with chat a little bit more, because normally I wouldn't be able to look at my chat too much if I'm doing like other games that require full thought. Sorry. Let me put that volume down just a little bit. But yeah, what do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to talk about? It is 10:25. 10:25? No, just 10:20. It is 10:20 p.m. my time. If I continue this stream the whole time, that means I have about another hour and 40 minutes on me. Just kind of depends if I feel up to it or not. I do have to be up super early in the morning. Not necessarily for school, but for the event itself. So yeah, let's talk. What do you guys want to know? And it doesn't have to be just about art or what I do. It could be about other things. Art is not my whole personality. It's just what I like to do. Cool. Definitely too dark. We need to go slightly lighter so we could get some nice shading into that bad boy. I'm gonna go blue to shade more than I am gonna go dark or give some sort of like differentiating hue versus just darkness. And it's okay to have darkness. I'll include some in a bit. I just want some blue texture in there. And then we'll go black, just to add that faint color. And now let's go ahead and come over here. We're going to add a soft gray for highlight. Maybe that's a little too bright. This, however, works. Let's try this. Soft gray. Wonderful. Cool! Okay, if you could have any superpower / anime ability, what would it be and why? I want the power that Starfire has. And I don't mean shooting laser beams out of her eyes. I mean I want to be able to learn any language possible. And I know she like kisses people to learn that language. That's not the perk. I just want to be able to learn every language possible and be fluent in it. By kissing? Yeah. You've never seen that Teen Titans first episode where she like kisses Robin and then she learns how to speak English? Oops. I want to learn. I would love that superpower to be able to learn any language. I think that's a really big flex. And I think that's a really cool one at that. So, it doesn't have to be by kissing. It's just that's how Starfire did it in Teen Titans. God dang it. It doesn't have to be by kissing. Oh, jeez. No, but I do want to be able to learn any languages. I think that's really neat that Starfire had that superpower. And I don't think I would use it for like... I would use it honestly for my business personally, but I feel like at some point the government's like, you need to be the ambassador, and I'm like, dude, chill. I just wanna sell art. But I wonder if that translates to like American Sign Language as well. Tricky, tricky. That's the gray area, is American Sign Language. That's a wild power to pick out of all the superpowers available. You could be a spy. Yeah! It's funny because, like, I think that's one of the coolest things ever. I remember seeing that and I was like, that's cool. I want to be able to do that. It's a very, underrated power to have. Meanwhile, everyone wants to have like lasers and be able to fly and stuff. I just want to be able to speak any language. That would be really cool. You're not the first person to ask me that, and I've given the same response, and they're like, why? Like, because it's what I want. It's what I want. No, when did I say that? Did I say that? Did I mumble? Did I rant on and say that? That's funny. If I did, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch that. I feel like Julian's just pulling my leg. Cool. I don't expect, but for full transparency purposes, I do not expect to finish this art piece tonight. I was honestly just gonna do line art tonight and like call it. Oh, that's what it's like. Yeah, pretty much. Like, who wouldn't want to be able to speak like 1,000 languages? You know what, that, and fluently at that. Like, you could talk to literally anyone. What if the love of your life is in Italy, but you can't communicate with them because you don't speak Italian? Think about it. Think about it. I'm not saying that's like the only use I'd use it for, because obviously I would use it to communicate with people. I probably would get recruited to be some sort of spy or like ambassador. I'm like, dude, I just want to sell my art. Leave me alone. I hate when that happens. It's always so disorienting. I could be the world's best spy, but that's not the goal. I could probably be a time traveler. I would probably be qualified to be a time traveler. Do we think time travel's real? Did Daniel finish streaming? Let me go snoop on Daniel real quick. No, he's still streaming. Cool. Since we're not working with bright colors anymore, I'm gonna turn on the white again. What time is it? It's 1:17. I officially felt the fatigue. Like, where I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm gonna try to finish. I'm trying to get to the stream to get 2 hours, and then I'll probably head off. Wherever that stopping point looks like. You're gonna vote no to time travel. I think if I was able to speak about the government having time travel. You don't think we have gotten to that and they're just like not telling the public? We know about aliens and they haven't wanted to tell us beforehand. Even though we knew aliens existed at this point. So think about it. Time travel might be a thing. They just don't want to tell us yet. Hey, what's up, Novo? You just got off work? Nice, nice. I hope you had a wonderful day at work. Hopefully it didn't treat you too bad. Thank you for hopping in. It's been a while since I've seen you, dude. Oh, I think Daniel's ending. If Daniel's gonna end, I think I'm gonna end as well. Because I would like to spend some time with him tonight before the busy weekend. Next 2 days, gonna stream this weekend. Nice! Oh wait, I'm off the next 2 days, so you're gonna stream this weekend. I don't know. So this weekend we have events back for the full weekend. And they're very demanding events. So depending on if I'm exhausted or not will depend if I have a stream. I want to say now, it's safe to say yes, but expect a no. And that's just the honest truth. I'd rather like be honest with you than be like, yeah, I promised to be here and then not show up, you know? But yeah, I would say keep an eye out. If you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord. That's where all the notifications come up first. And then you'll know when we're going live and stuff. Someone would have come back from the far future to expose you. I mean, probably, but like, it's not the grand scheme of things. Like, it's not important, you know? Like, I'm not important. But someone else might be, and that's why they're doing it. I was just talking about being on here for like the next like 30 minutes, and then Daniel's like, I'm out, and I'm over here like, I'm probably out too. 7 concurrent viewers. What's up, dudes? I'm gonna stay on for a little while longer because he did start earlier than I did too. I was late because I was like, I don't know what I want to play, and then I was like, I don't want to play games at all. I want to be productive. I don't know though. I really think I really do think that there is some sort of other forms of travel time travel that we're just not aware of.
You stream?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Oh, what do you mean you didn't even know?
I thought you were in the garage or doing stuff.
Mm-mm.
Because I got some footage.
What are you gonna go do right now?
Bathroom, shower. You good? Stream. I'll watch it.
Oh, you will?
I'll interact.
What? No way! Wow! Oh man. He's like, I didn't even know you were streaming. Wow. I feel slightly offended. Cool, cool, cool. But once that door's open, time will cease to exist. Who knows, man? Who knows? We don't know what kind of development we got going on. What's up, Daniel? It's like I just saw you a second ago. Who would have thought? Not me. I finally implemented a point system and leveling like your account. So I just have to do a store, the storefront of it. How's the stream going? It's going okay. I feel like I just spiked right now to like 7 viewers. I know you and Novo hopped in just literally like minutes ago. But other than that, it's been pretty chill. Just been working on art. Look, the updated version versus the old version. Mine was dead. And that looks good. Thanks! I'm sorry. I'm sorry your stream was dead. If I would have known, I would have like been peeping it the whole time. Have you been enjoying Death Stranding again though? Yeah, you did get your first dono yesterday. Congratulations. For those of you that don't know, Daniel is my husband. He's playing Death Stranding in like DayZ and a bunch of other games right now on his channel. Yesterday, while he was playing Phelan, which is an indie game that we found at DreamHack, or we learned about at DreamHack. Very cool indie, by the way. You should check it out if you haven't. It's available on Steam. Not sponsored. But during his stream yesterday, he got his first dono, which is really neat. He does it through Ko-fi as well, or coffee, however it's pronounced. And he does donos through there, and I do the sticker club. So we have different things that we offer. Yes, you're enjoying it? Cool, cool, cool. I think that's a lot. 3 consecutive games. That's a lot. That's a lot. I think to have any sort of ongoing game on your channel for an X amount of time, like Phelan and DayZ, and then switching it up is a lot. I switch it up a lot more, and that's probably why my algorithm was garbage. But I get bored easy. I wanted to play Elden Ring today, but I didn't want to get like my ass handed to me. So I was like, let's just, I got the itch. I got the itch to be productive and draw. Let's do that instead, and that's why I'm here drawing. We're gonna go a rustic red look. Just to give a bit of contrast and highlight. Is that enough? I don't think that's red enough. No. Let's turn off the white background so we could actually see. I think. Yeah, that's true. I really want to play Phelan, so I haven't been watching you play Phelan, but it sounds like you're really enjoying it. Still too red. What we're gonna do instead is we're gonna put a more rustic orange in. Things up for everyone, huh? What? Sorry, I got a bird brain over here. Let's actually go orange and highlight it a little bit more red, or a little bit more bright, I mean. Yeah. That's what we want. We didn't need to stay in the spectrum of that color range. We just needed to use a different color for highlighting purposes. And then we'll add a rustic red to tone down that color. Yes, looking cute. Very cool, very nice. Now we're gonna actually also downsize it, and we're gonna put it here. That might be too bright. Yeah, a tad too bright, too aggressive for sure. We're gonna add it in and then slowly remove it out. Then we could add a defining highlight later on. My color! It's gone! Okay. Oh. Sorry, I had to pop my back for a second. Yeah, thanks. I'm gonna add a little bit more detail. Like this one you can't really tell because it's an old, very small PNG. But there's actually like details like what's the proper term? Like wooden details that I'm gonna add in as I continue to finish it up. It feels nice doing this one again. I feel like I never really finished this one the way I wanted to, but it still looked good at the time for how I did it. But I feel like I've definitely grown and it looks right now, if that makes sense. I changed some colors. We gave it a lot more vibrancy. I think I'm gonna need to replace my pen tip soon. It's feeling kind of sharp. It's a metal tip, so it doesn't go down nearly as fast as like the regular ones, but I'm starting to feel it scratchy. And last thing I want to do is scratch up my screen, so. Cool, let's go ahead and color grab the original color. We're gonna go into these dark browns and start just adding in those textures that I was talking about. Actually, we might do that on a separate layer. Just for... Yeah, let's do that on a separate layer, just so I can make sure it looks the way I want it to. Let me do this real quick. We're gonna add a darker hue here, 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 in this corner here, and in this corner here. Us doing that added a lot of depth that I like. Let's give it a slight little bit more depth. I don't like it on that side. We're just gonna do it on this side. Depth here, slight depth there, same thing here, here. I think maybe a touch here. Okay. So I like that. Now question is, how do I want to do? Do I want to do harsh lines or do I want to do textured lines? Let's do harsh lines and we'll change opacity down if I don't like it. I already don't like that. But I feel like that's just me nitpicking at this point. Alright, let me change that opacity real quick. I think we'll do that. We'll go this route and change opacity down because that's going to look the most organic, I think. Just because, you know, wood lines are like generally very textured. I was like seeking the right word and my brain went AFK because I was like in the mood to draw that. Let me see this real quick before I continue on. I don't know if I like that either, man. I don't know. I'm looking at it on the big screen, like my my monitor, and I'm looking at it. I don't know if I like that on there either. No, I definitely don't. We're gonna delete that. I don't want to look at that again. And color this up real quick. know that looks silly right now? Don't worry about it. It's not gonna look that silly in a second. We're gonna lightly shade that because this is gonna be an underwater, hopefully a good underwater effect that I have in mind. So I haven't really done this effect on this program, cough cough Procreate, but I've done it on Adobe, and I'd like to see how it's gonna look. I'm assuming that means trust the process. Yeah, I'm gonna trust the process. It's all about stacking and layering, which I've become very good at. Okay, so we're gonna pick up this orange color. We're gonna brighten it up. And we're gonna brighten it up again. We're gonna brighten it up. We're gonna brighten it up. Give it some life. Cool. I'm gonna leave it there. We're not gonna touch that right now. We're gonna see how the process continues. But I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna come back down here. Pick up this color. We're gonna pick up the charcoal brush again, and we're gonna try... Oh, I don't like that. We're gonna try adding in those fine lines that I was doing a second ago, just with a different brush texture. I don't think that's predominant enough. I do think they either need to be darker colors or just different altogether. We are not gonna go black. Let's try these deeper colors. Oops. I think that's too scratchy. Okay. On that note, I'm gonna leave it here. I feel like I might just be getting art fatigue from looking at it too much. I'm gonna revisit this at a later time. Don't know if I'm gonna finish it on stream next time or not, but I am gonna leave it where it's at currently. Just until I know what I'm gonna do essentially with it. Alright guys, but on that note, thank you guys for tuning in and saying hi. Thank you to everyone that stuck around and chatted. Thank you to everyone that likes the art process enough to watch me stream it. I don't know, again, I don't know if I'm going to be streaming the rest of this week or not. I have those events, and I want to make sure those events are solid before I commit to streaming. If you guys like the art streams, you know, let me know. That way I can come back and bring a whole bunch of, like, I guess podcast style subjects to talk about, because I just don't have enough subjects to talk about with you guys while I'm working on this stuff. But yeah, thank you everyone. I hope you have a wonderful night. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Again, no promises, but we'll see you next time. Okay. Thanks.